My friend, do you mind if I ask you something? Okay. Langley is a very interesting man. He knows a lot about me, and there is a great deal of evidence that his visions usually come to pass. All that said, we have only just met him. In your heart of hearts, do you think we can trust him?
Was this before or after the Mystic Dawn attacked the Emperor and Val single-handedly fought them off?
It is hard to tell what those other motives could be. I want to believe he is our ally, but your opinion is important to me. I do think that he is mostly good, but perhaps we should be wary just in case. I appreciate your insight, my friend. There is something else I am compelled to mention. When you were outside getting those eggs, I told Langley about how you spared my life and my debt to you. He questioned my memory. He said my mind has been through a lot with this skooma, the grief, and the endless battles and so on. He suggested that maybe you are not the person I remember.
Yeah, I said first met.
What does Langley know anyway? He does not know you like I do. He does not know about our shared past. No, I will not entertain such a silly idea. I am not confused. I would know you anywhere. You are my friend. End of story. He is just jealous of our friendship. Pay it no mind. Anyway, that is all I wanted to say. Let us talk of other things. You left quite an impression at the Thalmor embassy. You are a party pooper. In a good way.
Okay.
Long ago, I also escaped Sidna Mine. I disguised myself as a rock and rolled out of there an inch at a time. I have patience and cunning. I am the full package.
That raises so many questions.
The bee and barb always smell scaly to me, in a good way. Look at all that coin you are carrying. You could buy a lot of arrows for all that gold.
You should head on home. You stupid lizard.
Mr. Dragonfly is wondering how he fits into this Doomstrider business. I think he has an overinflated sense of self-importance.
Okay. Seriously, we're having.
Please, my friend, drop it for now. Maybe later. If Boethia ever asks you to sacrifice someone again, please remember I do not enjoy being possessed or dead.
Oh, I would never. Seriously.
You have my full attention.
Is there more?
My brother and I never knew our real parents. We were found abandoned in a smelly shack by a soldier on his way to battle. He deposited us at an orphanage and that... Fire away! Alright. I never met anyone who got drunk with a Daedric prince before. A dangerous business. I hope he did not make you pay for the alcohol. The Summon Inigo spell has more than a few uses. With it I can surprise enemies, get out of trouble in a hurry, and really weird people out. Whiterun owes you a debt, I think. That lovely, big, nice-smelling tree almost completely masks the local canine odor now that it's healthy again.
Yeah, I've never seen dogs there, though. I wonder.
You Nords are enthusiastic warriors. Mind you do not injure me while we are fighting together. Accidental murder is hard to live with.
What should we do?
We hold each other close.
You want a performance
All of
review?
this ends well.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I will list some of your attributes. Here we go. You smell good. You are okay for gold at the moment. You've done a little time behind the bars, haven't we all? You are extremely well traveled. You have many homes, some nicer than others. Let me think. You are the greatest destruction mage I have ever seen. Accidents can still happen though, so be careful. You are healthy. Try to stay that way. You are good at getting what you want out of a conversation. You are probably influencing me right now. You had a lovely wedding, but there was no additional spider smashing ceremony. Ah well, maybe next time. You can hold your own with a one-handed weapon. There is always more to be learned though. You are trying to help us all by going after that smelly Alduin fellow. Your efforts are to be applauded. I hope you win. You have great fashion sense. You have had a fabulous night out with one Daedric prince and managed to navigate the lunacy of another. You have powerful friends. You use two-handed weapons from time to time, but they slow you down. With practice, I think you could remedy that. You have taken sides in this ridiculous civil war. I hope you do not regret getting involved. What else? You are becoming sneaky, but there is still a lot of room for improvement. Reading broadens the mind, and what a broad mind you have. You are educated. What have I missed? Oh, you are not a good archer. Do not worry, I will take care of that side of things. Now, how do I conclude? You are a marvel, my friend. You are fantastic. You give us all hope. You are the reason monsters sleep with a torch lit. You are remarkable. You asked for my opinion, and now you have it. I hope you did not mind my honesty.
Huh. Alright,
Come
let's-
on, legs. We are on the move again.
Aha! A fellow Nord.
Never should have.
Oh well. By the gods. I know this looks bad. Let me explain. I didn't want to, but she attacked to try and keep me from leaving. I can't be a part of this place anymore. The things we do here, evil, evil things. No more! I called it home. Now I know that was a mistake. I am, or was part of a coven serving the hag ravens that live here. So was she. I can't be a part of this place. We were supposed to find a sacrifice. Human sacrifice. I told her I couldn't do it, and she attacked. I've done horrible things living here, but never taken an innocent life. I couldn't just find some person for them to kill.
Why do you need
The initiation. My mother is going to become one of those things. I can't be a part of that. Gods, I can't run away from this. I have to stop her. I'm going up there to stop her. This cycle must end. I don't know what brought you here, but I could use your help if you're willing.
Alright.
Good. Follow me. We have to fight our way up. I don't think anyone else here is about to have a change of heart. Aware of that? What was that? Someone there? Huh? Raven up ahead. Pull the lever when you're ready and we'll take her. Is someone there? Someone there. Oh well. Must have run off. Locked. Damn! One of the hags nearby will have the key. You'll have to take it from here. I'll keep watch here. Unless you can pick the lock. All right. Mother is just outside this door. I have a plan.
What's the plan?
I'll present you as the sacrifice. Just play along. While Mother begins the ritual, I'll strike. Then together we can kill her. I've thought this through, and it's the only way. She's too far gone, too corrupted by the hags. At least in death, she can be free again. Enough. Let's go. Greetings, Mother.
Who is this you have brought me?
I've found a willing subject for you. Payment has already been discussed, of course.
Splendid. Please take a seat on the chair behind me, would you? I'll just prepare the subject now.
I can't let you do this, Mother. You have to die now.
Huh?
Okay.
Don't be sorry for me. If I would have known it would come to this... Mother... Keep Mother's staff. Think of it as payment. I want to leave everything from this cursed place behind. Goodbye. And thank you. That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance. I suppose it would be better than sitting around thinking about all this. I could also do some good for a change. Sure, I'd go with you. Lead the way. I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
My brother and I used to go outside and play in the rain when all the other children stayed indoors. He enjoyed the wet weather as much as I do.
you need something? You want this one to become a blade? You sure? Very well. I'll do the oath later. Let's just get him geared up and ready to fight. That's enough recruits for now. Ask Esbern about the dragon lairs he's been studying. We'll have the recruits do some hunting with you.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear. Did you need something?
You're in luck. There is a blessing the blades used on the eve of battle. It's supposed to prepare the mind for slaying dragons. I doubt the blessing's effects last for very long, so ask whenever you're heading out, and I'll perform the proper rites. I am. The blades of the Second Era hunted down many dragons in their day, and they have records of where the beasts lived. Only you can truly defeat these monsters, Dragonborn. But you do not have to do so alone. The blades can help you. Just ask, whenever you're ready to take on a dragon. We will send the blades to help you fulfill your destiny. It's quiet for now, Dragonborn. Perhaps later we'll find where one of those serpents is hiding. May the scales of the dragonkind splinter at the touch of your arrows and crack under the weight of your sword. That's all there is to it, Dragonborn. Good luck.
Very good.
Your training proceed. Sky, guard you.
Yeah.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
He was
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Look. I feel safe when you are around. It is nice to know that someone capable has my back. Core.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Look! 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 Bakul! Look! Bakul! Look! Bakul! Look! Bakul! Look! Bakul!
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
Yeah, no, this was expected.
They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
Hey, dragon.
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. The word calls you. Go to it. Dovahkiin, you'll understand fire as the Dove do. Not as mortal, but as Dova. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
You teach me dragon.
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me, Bachlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I don't...
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokine? Would you stop the next world from being born?
Next one I have to take.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name Throat of the World?
Dragons, right?
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
How does
Ch.3. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Ch.3, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Crosis, no, I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thu'um since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master: Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue, but as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Dremyolok, greetings. Return it here to... But I believe... Then you will see them. Uthfadon, my friends. Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thu'um, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot-Hum. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. Vormendok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihorn, they would not listen. Yes, there were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin Stur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us, ni Ov. Their inner councils were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove.